Noah's Heart released in its first closed beta from December 21st until December 27, and I managed to get in along with the other 5,000 players that they had limited the beta to. Question is the game any good? What is up, my dwellers of the interwebs? I'm Sorsin, and I'll be working with Styx on the MMOBite mobile channel. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you like our content. This is a first impression on my experiences within the closed beta. This is not by any means a full review, so please keep that in mind. One of the first things I noticed about the game was the file size. In case you're curious, the game size during the beta was 9.33 gigabytes. The opening cinematics weren't fully voice acted, however, later there is voice acting for other story content. My guess is that since this is in the first beta of the game, the sound files may not be in for some of the cinematics just yet. I was, however, very surprised that they gave me an option to choose between action-adventure or role-playing. Action-adventure offers manual combo combat, so naturally I picked that one. The game also gives you the option to disable autopathing if you so choose, which I did. However, I did end up turning it back on when I found out how long it takes to travel from place to place when you haven't unlocked teleport towers for fast travel. One time I had to travel over a kilometer in-game and it felt really far. I had to go over mountains and things like that. It was nice to turn on autopathing for that and just let it taxi me to my destination. Also, the mount controls aren't the best, feels a bit wonky when turning corners. I did enjoy the manual combat while questing, and the fact that gathering materials for crafting was manual too, as far as I could tell. It's really nice. I tried to find some form of auto farming just to make sure, but I couldn't find any button on the screen to auto farm and things like that. You will have to gather and hunt manually, which I did enjoy a fair amount. However, the game does have an auto combat mode when entering instance dungeons, which I didn't notice at first for the first few days, and originally I thought the game was truly trying to remove auto combat entirely if you had chosen so from the beginning. But sadly, when I did find it, I was very disappointed. I'm not surprised, but I'm definitely disappointed. I'd like the temptation of auto to be gone completely if I chose the action combat settings from the beginning of the game. But yeah, auto combat is there if you want to use it during your dungeon runs. Naturally, I wouldn't recommend it during hard modes, as you'll just annoy everyone in your team. At least it's not present during arena. That's gotta count for something. However, I'm not sure if my opponents are actual players in real-time combat or they're just bots. The game did feel like it has some optimization issues, but this is their first beta. The gameplay was jarring at times, but that can be forgiven for now. I do like how even though you pick a starting class, it doesn't really matter because you can equip any weapon you find and use them whenever you like, free of charge. Just swap the weapon, equip an appropriate phantom, and away you go. I even swapped weapons in a dungeon without any penalties because I forgot to change from my bow back to sword and shield when I was hunting for meat and skins for my crafting. This kind of flexibility is nice, though I do wish there was designated healer weapons. There are companions in the game called phantoms, similar to Dragon Raja's companion system. However, you only need to possess one phantom to enhance your main character and use 2 of their skills as well as an ultimate. These phantoms are class specific and there are healer class companions, so I guess that kind of makes up for the lack of a support class? Yeah, not really. To be honest, and I hope they do make one later down the line, I really am not happy about that so much. There's no flying in Noah's Heart. Instead, you unlock a jetpack at level 22, which will shoot you up into the air and then you can glide back down. You do, however, seem to stay up in the air for quite some time, and you can also use the grappling hook while you're gliding. Perfect for trying to get to those hard-to-reach treasure chests hidden all over the world. There's plenty of mini puzzles to do for various quests and even to unlock the different teleportation towers for fast travel. For example, I had to use my jetpack and shoot myself up into the air and collect the various light orbs that were around the tree. in order to complete the tasks for the teleportation tower nearby. I especially liked the puzzle instances that had me follow the directions in the dark while using your special light shield to light your way, or the speed instance that has you transform into something and make you travel from A to B in a specified amount of time. I personally think these little puzzles are pretty neat. I definitely did enjoy doing them. I am not happy that there is a gacha in the game, which is tied into the Phantom system. This was very similar to Dragon Raja, and I was not a fan of it at all. But since this is made by the same developers, I was truly not surprised. Personally, I'd love an MMO that doesn't try to shoo in a gacha system, but whatever, that's just how it is. You will be trying to star up your SSRs or other ranked phantoms to have the strongest possessed phantom skills. And just like in Dragon Raja, for sure, this is what will separate the free players and the whales. But if you're not interested in competing on the ranking boards and just want to join a free-to-play friendly guild just to enjoy the content non-competitively, then I'm sure you'll be just fine. For those of you who are wondering if there's housing in the game similar to what's available in Dragon Raja, the answer is yes and no. Yes, there is housing, but it's not so similar. Instead of building your own home with walls, etc., like in Dragon Raja, you start with the outdoor section first, and you have to wait a few days and upgrade your house level to level 2, and then the indoors of your home is unlocked. You can place more furniture and unlock more rooms as you level up your house, but it doesn't seem like you have complete creative freedom like Dragon Raja's housing system. Pretty disappointed by that personally. I really enjoyed the housing system in Dragon Raja. You can also assign your companions to each room you have unlocked, and they'll generate house funds and food for alchemy. Also, with each new house level, you are also able to study new benefits for your house. All these technical features is very different from Dragon Raja's housing system as well. From what I can tell, you can also craft your own outfits. Judging from what it says in the outfit crafting menu, it seems that majority of the crafted outfits are tied to the affection with companions you own. So I'm assuming they give you their outfit recipe once they like you enough. Of course, this is just speculation, and I cannot guarantee that is truly the case, but if this is how you craft outfits, I think that is pretty cool. There are also mounts in the game, something I am grateful for considering how large some of the maps are. You can also tame wild horses on the field and breed them for better versions. When you tame a horse, there's also a little mini game where you have to time the riding skills at the right moment in order to tame the new horse. Unfortunately, since the beta was released during the Christmas week, I only managed to reach level 37, but I did see others who were level 59 or so, and they had some really cool looking weapons. Level 40 is when you unlock world bosses too. I would have loved to have tried that, but unfortunately Christmas happened, so I just didn't have the time. Overall, I did feel like I enjoyed my time in the beta, though I do have some concerns, especially involving the gacha, though the rates for SSR are 2%, so I'd say at least the ratings aren't that bad. I did manage to spend 9.5 hours of game time in the game, so I did try a fair amount of what was available. But if you're looking for a new game that's like Dragon Raja, but like a 2.0 version, then maybe this is the one for you. I do feel like Dragon Raja is still the prettier of the two games. It just seems more shiny, but Noah's Heart is still good looking in its own right. I'm excited to hopefully get into the next closed beta, or if not, I'll definitely be giving this game a go once it goes live. So there you have it, that's my first impression on Noah's Heart. Please remember this is just a first impression, not to be confused with a full review, and my experiences expressed in this video are my own. I hope you all had an amazing Christmas. Thank you for watching. I'm Sorasin, and this is MMOByte Mobile. Feel free to follow me on all my socials, and you can also find me on my own YouTube channel. Links are all in the description and pinned comment below, and I will see you all in 2022.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it.